Well, good evening. I'm dropping. All right, I think that's it. Dolan says, "I'm good. What's up, Don? How you, man? Going on, Doug? You're good now. Excellent. All right, so we got a lot of things on the table for today. Now Ice Wolf. I'll read on this product. I think every whose car was DCD collects, and I came out with some pretty interesting items. Donnie is a good guy. It was mayhem. It was mayhem. Talking to cards and optimized, and when I rated picks really well, happened to be pulled. Ice Wolf was picking high enough that his pick was able to snag it. So in return, very Zach Greinke. This Greinke was Thor. All right, well, enough about that. Who wants to see what's inside this box? Shout out to Sean. All right. A bit of a stadium club hockey. The three cards of note in here are going to be the Wayne Gretzky, the Patrick Waugh, and the Mario Lemieux. Those are the big three. No outstanding reason out of there. So I will have to admit, I haven't opened Top Stadium Club hockey since, well, probably it originally came out. For the throne. Tangle. You are great, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Gloss to cause a little. Hold on. You don't even know where to find the best hockey coverage. Oh, yeah, it's on the back of this card. Oh, really? There it is. Are these even in, like, print anymore? Oh, Bolt, I am so jealous. There's Kirk McLean in arguably the best. If you smell what the Doug is cooking. Now with the Nordiques. Oh, Bolt, here we go. Now you're. Oh, there's Matt Sundin. I remember when he was drafted. Mr. Blake. Went to the dentist's office and tried to pronounce his name. People would look at you funny. By the way, you see that cup? I kissed that cup before. Farts too. I don't think Farts ever left the game though. Misgivings. You gotta say one thing. That man was one bruiser. Nope, gonna say no. And send Marwa. Jimmy, don't call me. There's Mike Richter. That's probably a pretty young Mike Richter, too. Randy Carlisle. He didn't have to wear a helmet. He was grandfathered in. Yep, that was a thing back then. Dennis Savard. Jimmy Leach. Larmer. Good old Garth. You only had two choices. You played hockey or you cut meat. He did a little bit of both. Pietrangelo. Shoot that guy to the front of the list. There he is. It's a good shot right there. Look at the shadows. Shadows on the ice. Krieger. Goulet. Listen, ladies and what's up, Greek? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Doug has nicer collectibles in his garage than you have under glass and on the walls of your house. Doug, I can actually say, is the only person I know that has more collectibles than space. Crashed by a skate and survive on the ice during a Sabres home game. Through the extremely quick thinking and professionalism of the medical staff, were able to stop the bleeding and get him to the hospital to get him fully. An absolute survivor. Fun fact, he's not the only person to have their throat slit on the ice. Coincidentally, also happened in Buffalo. And due to the fact that we kind of had it happen once, the second time that player was also saved. What's going on, Haji? But yeah, man, one of our meetings would I could imagine every single one of these people here absolutely would go bonkers hanging out with us for 2 days. One full day just to see all your stuff and another day just to see how we work. No, actually, Domi didn't do it. It wasn't Ty's fault. And Max wasn't alive back then. Trottier. Correct. Yep. The trainer jabbed his thumb and his finger and was able to, from the outside of the neck, grab it with his finger, from his thumb, push it to close it. That's literally what happened. That guy got an award for that, by the way. Says you won an award. One, I think a couple. But that's why you pay those guys the big bucks. Semenov. Scott Young. And fish tacos. On the beach. Clint Malarchuk's book, yeah, I didn't get to read it. It is amazing. That man, there was some trauma in that gentleman's life, but I don't want that to take away from haven't read it. I will admit it. But I have been briefed on it because I have a lot of hockey they know. There you go. Comfort breaks. That's what they should be called. Ray Shepard. Comfort breaks. Marty McSorley, another guy you did not want to punch you in the face. You know what? Don, I'm going to stop you right there. I would love to read it. However, I have issues reading books. My ADD is so severe that if I read a page of a book, I have to go back and read it again. That's why I listen to all of my books on Audible. It's the only way I can concentrate. But thank you. Rudy. Keep your head up at all times. All times. I concur. That is wise words. Just ask RJ, famous Lemieux. In hockey, you could definitely say he was the best Lemieux. You'd be wrong, but you could definitely say it. Al McGinnis had a slap shot. Alain Lemieux. I don't even know there was one. That's how obscure he is. But Greek, I would expect you to know all the obscure ones. I'm fairly certain, Greek, you have a photographic memory, you're just not letting anybody know. Oh, there it is. There's the great one. It's crazy. 2,142 points in 925 games. That's just stupid. It's just dumb. Dougie. There's Grant. With Charlie Uddy in front of him. There's Patrick. All right, you got the big three. That alone. Now for a Yager. Joe Mullen. Carey. Oh my goodness, you're right. Sometimes I forget. It's been a while. Not that it looks like you'd be able to see it because it is out of focus. I'd have to fix lighting. There we go. Guy Carbonneau. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Guy. Poulin. No, not bad back to back there. Yeah. Momenta. Teppo Numminen. Lauer. Sutter. Doc Ellis. Was Doc Ellis the one that was high on LSD when he got his no-hitter? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Good old Ronnie Tugnut. Name like Tugnut, you better be good. In Probert's autobiography, he admitted he was lit most of his games. Rod Brindamore. Verbeek. Hartford Whalers. All right, we're halfway through the blast of the past. Yeah, he did. Yep. Whoever fought with him would get the injury. Essensa. Paul Coffey. There's another Mario. Another A. Placing. He's got some bum corners. I'm sure if you let them know you had some sweet 1991 Stadium Club, they'd be more than happy to replace that. Ken Reggett. Wow, that hair, though. There's another Patty Waugh. Where you can find the best hockey coverage. As a matter of fact, I do. If you're looking for the best hockey coverage, you can find it on the back of this card. Complete Hockey Book and the Sporting News, 72% off the cover price. 28 issues, just 69 cents each, save 72%. For big savings for non-members, too. 28 issues for 86 cents each, save 65%. You know it's good, because it's the hockey's best fact book. Larionov. Let's get the other Gretzky now. Let's get the second Gretzky. Uwe Krupp. Good old Uwe. I met him. Dave Christian. Dale Hunter. It's a good pack right there for those who remember the 90s. Oh, this guy. Mark Messier. Good old Mark Messier. Captain of the Oilers. All-Star jersey. Check out John's All-Star jersey. It's when All-Star jerseys were cool. Cam Neely. Come on, somebody's got to say it. Somebody in this chat's got to say it. It's Cam Neely, ladies and gentlemen. Christian Root. Kick his ass, Seabass. There you go. There it is. There it is, Seabass. I knew you guys were my friends for a reason. Brian Leach. He played hockey. Keith Premu. Ulf Samuel. Theo Fleury. Nice. Haji, well, first of all, he's Russian, so I imagine he wouldn't be drunk because it would take more than the average person. I think he was just mad that everyone was bagging on Vasilevsky. Oh my God, look at them standing next to each other. His pads are so much bigger to the camera than the other. Ali Afridi. Chris Chelios. He played hockey. This is for you, Rajon. I have to say it again. This is for you, Rajon. My son would be so proud of me right now. Mike Foligno. I would say the white balance was a little off on that one. James just left. There we go. That's the first time I've been able to. It does. Tony Tonti. Unremarkable career with the Sabres. There's Uwe again. I met Uwe and Mike Foligno at a Sabres game. Mike, great guy. That's the Sabcron. Eric Desjardins. There's a name I haven't said in a hot minute. Good old Desjardins. Again, big shout out to Ice Wolf. Thank you, buddy, for letting me open these for you. Absolute treat. He threw a and not to call him out, but he did throw a bonus in here that I am going to also open directly. Not you. I know you're not a big baseball guy, but if you like baseball, you may want to stick around for the next one after this. Take care, Doug. Rick Vive. There's Patty. He's wearing the wrong uniform. But there he is, Patty La. Right, man, That was when your jerseys were allowed to be oversized so you could slip your arms out and fight better. Now there's limitations. Casey. Joking. But for those who would think about it, there is a limit. Joe Riki. There he is. Oh, there he is. Oh, Dangle, you the man. Look at that hair. Oh, you know, it's funny that the man still plays hockey. Dangle, I love you, brother. Thank you so much. All right, man. The old DC luck has worked out for you. I got you one of each that you were looking for. Ronnie, I was aiming for the corner. Hextall. Stick goalie. This is for you, Rijon. Hextall should be in the hall. Does anybody have more goals as a goalie than Ron Hextall? Somebody's got to look that up. In professional hockey in the NHL, who has the most goalie goals? I know Hextall has at least 2. Peter Nedved. Now, Dangle, you don't owe me anything, buddy. You don't owe me anything. Is it Marty? Penalty minutes for a goalie. That's about right. That's about right. There's Keith. Yeah, he was definitely star of the night with that photo. One of the most fun names to say. Oh, there's Mark Recchi. Underrated player, career-wise. Vincent Dampus. Jeff Bookaboom. Who doesn't like saying Bookaboom? Kevin Dineen. Darren Poopa. He was a Buffalo Sabres goalie for a while. I didn't even think of Stevie Y. Yeah, he was pretty good at hockey, too. There's Mike Ramsey. BuffaloStickerCompany.com? I heard they have some pretty awesome stickers. Thank you, man. I'll have to look them up. BuffaloStickerCompany.com. Mike Ramsey. Now, Mike Ramsey is part of a very famous hockey team other than the Sabres. Who can name it? Penguins. That's correct. I absolutely will, Dave. I absolutely will. The Miracle on Ice. Rick Zombo. Was it Roussillon the captain? Okay, I was wrong then. He was the center, though, right? Roussillon was a captain. See, I'm not right all the time. There's Pierre Turgeon, though. Had an illustrious career. Hubie. Brian Mullen. Fetisov. Another Patty Law. I'm from wherever isn't going to get me hit. That's right. Haji. It's almost like I already knew, right? It's almost like I already knew what a great deal it was, and I just kind of wanted to share it with my friends. If you're the creative, still waiting for Icelandic Water to get back to me about my sponsorship. Murphy. I can pronounce that. All right, last pack. One more Mario. Or maybe an extra great one. The old Featherstone. Dang. What's up, Ulf? No. You're not taking an action shot of me during a game. Here's my headshot. This is what you're going to use. I will sit out with injury. Chris King, last card. All right, let's look at the haul. I put the Ramsey in there just for nostalgia purposes. There we go. I don't think he was in '91. I'd have to take a look at the. I'd have to take a look at the old. You did well. So for funsies, Ice Wolf did include a little something for. To put it away, but for the time being, let's. All right, any particular order, we'll go there. All right, again, thank you, Ice Wolf, and good luck, me. The Topps 206, I believe, was a Topps exclusive. They had random backs. The back of the cards determined rarity, whether it be the Piedmonts or the bicycles or others. Throwback to the old school T206. Alonso. Correa. Bradley. And Gwynn. So as you can see, that's the basic back. That is going to be the Piedmont back. The Piedmonts, I believe, are the most common. Autos were few and far between, but they did exist. Sovereign. A little bit more rare than the Piedmonts. Ken Griffey Jr. I heard about that guy. Very guy. Run, Ricky, run. Double A. The double A is a Piedmont as well. I can't wait for you guys to see the absolutely insane Star Wars product that we are bringing out. Once it is done, you guys are going to go bonkers. I'm telling you, it's true. Joe Adele. The old... That's a Trevor Bauer. Oh, yikes. Jared Kalanick. And finally, only you, Creepa. Only you. That guy was so kind that he even sent the proper pennies for it. To tomorrow. Saturday, a quiz type show. I haven't used it before, so I'm going to do some trial runs during the day offline. See if I can get it to work. Hopefully Saturday can be a trivia day. If not, it'll be the regular talk. We'll chat a little. We'll cap it at 2. There's only Mario. It's definitely not going to be 50, friend. Not get the best. Why settle for a second-rate person? Let's get the best, and thankfully Lee was available. Lee hopped in this man jumped in a rental and came to see us in Santa Barbara, and was on board from the moment we said this is what we want to do. Lee was like, I am so in. He was ready to start sketching then and there, and he took what was arguably the bottom 10 boxes and made them to what some people say are going to be the top 10 boxes. But there are 7 major hits in there. 7 big ones. And then in addition to those, yeah. So yeah, he has turned what was supposed to be the bottom 10. Now they're basically some of the top 10. Yeah, right? Yeah. Well, it was, hey, is Jim Lee still doing drawings? They're like, no. All right. Well, Lee's in then. We'll get the other Lee. I love you, buddy. I'm already excited for my next trip to Cali. I'm gonna bring Mel and James with me, and if you can get Maria to come around, I think my wife and your wife will have a ton to talk about. He did make that lovely autograph worth a heck of a lot more. And again, and what we need to stress is these are not like we're not just jumping on eBay and grabbing a sketch card. We hired the artist. I mean, Lee will tell you, you actually got to watch him create them live on stream. So you have Providence. Thank you, Dangle. You're the best, buddy. Look at you go. You want that title, don't you? You're all about that title. All about that title. So we're really excited. We're very stoked, and the value is there. The value is definitely there. I stand by it. I really do. I put my full backing behind this because this was something we didn't take lightly. We didn't want somebody to walk away. Now here's the thing. With how good Lee did, whoever doesn't get a sketch card is actually going to walk away like, oh, I didn't get the, oh, man. So, I mean, it became bigger than it was supposed to be. Now, mind you, and this is a big spoiler alert. We're already getting ready for Series 2, even though Series 1 is not even done. We're getting ready for Series 2, so if you, for some reason, you miss out on Series 1, Series 2 will be not far around the corner. I know Lee's a little bit busy for the rest of the month with all the cons that are coming up, but maybe he'll be able to fit in his schedule, but that's something we'll talk about once Series 1 is dead and gone. Lee, by the way, are you going live tonight? Or are you just chilling today? And if you're not following Lee, Cozy Art, you need to be following it right now. Go ahead, click on your screen. I know all of you are on Twitch. All 18 of you should be following him by now. It was also really funny. I told Lee that the day I left, he went back to where he's from. I was headed back to where I'm from. I told him, I was like, listen, Lee, you are going to absolutely love my friends. They are a great group of guys and gals. Chilling? Nice. The Comic-Con, yeah, you got that. And the art, yep. I told him you guys were great and gals were great. I said you're gonna have a great time. They're nerds and geeks just like me. Not a single pop culture reference is gonna get by them. So, I also knew you guys would get a kick out of him, so that's why I had to mention him to you. But yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Lee, are you doing the New York Comic-Con? Allegedly will be at New York Comic-Con. I mean, if you're going, I'm going to have to go, Lee. I'm going to have to go. It would be rude of me You're only going to be 6.5 hours away. It would be rude if I didn't go. So if you go, I'll go. And maybe I'll bring a couple of guests of my own, too. One really beautiful and one also really beautiful, but about 5 years old. Oh, yeah, we'll drive. It's actually the drive from Buffalo to New York City is actually really nice. It is. It really is. There's a lot of really great scenery on the way there. I've done it a couple times. Took a bus up there once. I don't recommend a bus. I like it. Mel is like, when is it? As if we're not going to go based on the date. Doesn't matter when it is. We're going. If Lee's going to be there, we're going to be there. Oh, yeah, man. It's good. Yeah, 6 hours isn't bad. We're kind of bummed, though. There is a very good outside chance that we may not be able to make it to the National as originally planned. Some things are popping up right around my birthday. I'm still gonna try to go, but there's maybe us not going. So that suddenly had a snag. But Comic-Con I wouldn't miss, especially if you know I can say, hey everybody, I know this guy. I know this guy. He'll deny it emphatically, but I'll keep saying it. I know him. I'm going to be that guy. Hey, Doug. Welcome back. We were just talking about New York Comic-Con, Doug, and that if Lee was going to be if he got his final confirmation for New York Comic-Con, that I'd be forced to go because it's too close for me not to. Yeah, I have an NDA and can't talk about DC the Breaker. I appreciate it, Ice Wolf. Thank you. All right, so you asked me a question about did I ever get in trouble for not recommending a product? So, Mario, let me answer that for you. Did I ever get in trouble per se? No. Um, I didn't get in trouble for. I never gotten in trouble. Let's put it that way. Um, was I reminded of duties? Yes. I can tell you my last supervisor. Um, was awesome. I can't say enough good things about him. I am currently unable to talk about certain things due to a certain thing. But I can tell you that man was awesome. And it sucks that I don't get to talk to him anymore, and I'm not allowed to talk to him anymore. It does. It sucks that I'm not allowed to. He never got me in trouble for anything. He never got mad. What I did went above and beyond what I needed to do typically anyway, so he really never got mad at me. But were there times where I needed to be reminded, hey, we need to move something? Yeah, I was told, hey, you got to move this. But at no time did I ever not give you guys 100% honesty about how I felt about something. So, did I ever get in trouble? No. Did I get reminded that my job was also part sales? Yeah. So, as far as I know, Panini, Upper Deck, Tops, nor Leaf had every UD Trilogy says hello. Had never reprimanded me or anybody in my association. Give me 1 second. I did, Trilogy deserved it though. Yeah, it was. This year's was good. Mario, this year's trilogy turned out fine. It was last year's trilogy that didn't turn out well. I'm working while I'm working. Sorry. Yeah, the artifacts had the bad corners. It was the cards. The first two of the pack would wrap around the insert in there. All right, Bolt. Take care, buddy. Enjoy your quest. May the loot ever flow. All right, so who would like to know a little bit more about the Star Wars box? All right, so Benj, there's actually videos of him making the actual art. If you go to Lee's page, Kosi Art, you can actually watch him draw them. All right, so here we go. There will be pictures being done. The videos are up there, so you can watch the videos. In addition to that, but so these are hand curated boxes. There's runs of 25. Each of them will include 10 original one of one curated Lee Cosi sketch cards paired with an autograph from the 2018 Topps Archive SIG series, which means all autos are going to be encased by Topps in their one-touches sealed with their stickers. Now, in addition to those 10, there is also going to be 7 pretty big chases, including a one-of-one Ray auto. You will find a plethora of big names and autos in the run. The list will be released when we release the product. You'll be able to see for yourself. In addition to those cards, you will also have, we found a set. It was 93-94. Star Wars, I want to say Galaxy. They are, it was a cool set. All the chases and inserts were there, so we were able to pack it with some chases and inserts. So in addition to the auto, you got some bonuses as well. Now, normally, the regular price for these are going to be $150 a box. But since this is the first item we have ever produced as a team, we decided for funsies, we'll do an introductory rate of $125 a box. So, for that $125, basically, you have a shot at one of those 10 custom art cards, as well as the Ray 101, which values in at over $600. And that'll be our introductory to you. Now, once that sells out, we are already hard at work on Series 2. And I think you guys are going to be pretty satisfied with what you see. We, ETA on that, it's currently being built. I'm answering a text question. Oh, that's right, Doug. I meant 220. No, it's 125. I can tell you if it was done elsewhere, it would be 225. But that's it. There you go. It creeps like, no, not 225. No. So we're pretty excited. And as I had explained a little bit earlier, do we ship to Canada? I don't know, Doug. Do we ship to Canada? That's a great Doug question. The captain of logistics. But these are built for value. Like I said, this is a curated break. These are not just thrown together. This is something that has thought put into it. So, again, once you see a couple of these open, you'll know exactly what we're saying. Derek, that may already be an idea that is being tossed around. We're hoping it goes live in 2 weeks. Greek, you said it, not me. What up, Panda? How you doing, bud? Hey, Doug. So you know how we were already working on Series 2? Do you remember what the big hit from Series 2 is? right, well, then we'll keep that a secret. Mario, that would be phenomenal. If I ever had my hands on that piece, I don't think I'd let it go. There is oh my God, speaking of not letting something go. All right, listen to this, people. You have to help me convince Doug. You have to. Oh, Lee. Lee's tipping his hand. Doug managed to acquire, Doug and his father, his father who helped set the collection. What if I told you there was a Lando Calrissian autograph that I am telling Doug he cannot get rid of? What if I told you it's the original Lando signed by the man himself, Billy? And what if I told you the Lando auto was numbered 6 out of 9? Come on! Doug, you can't get rid of that card. That is legendary. That is legendary. You have an autographed Lando 6 out of 9? You can't. Thank you, Mario. Mario is literally a Jedi. He's literally a Jedi, and he's telling you you can't get rid of that. That is a piece you put in the office, and only people who come visit you or win trips to the office are allowed to see. You just don't give that away, man. That is a grail. That is a grail piece right there. Billy D. Williams, 6 out of 9? Come on. I'm telling you. Oh, but listen. Reputation aside, man. There's only one. That's better than a 101. It's a 6 out of 9, man. You can't get rid of it. I will kick and scream and bite and fight tooth and nail to have that never leave your office. That card transcends anything in that set, period. That is better than a 101 Daisy Ridley. It's better than a 1 of 2 Adam Driver. It's better than a 1 of 1 Adam Driver. It's better than a 1 of 1. Man, that is, bruh. I feel very strongly that stays in the family. It was Billy and Donald. Yeah, that would be real. That would be legit right there. When I saw that card, and I don't think I can describe the true elation, the hilarity, because I don't think Doug even knew. I saw it, I was like, this is it. This is primo. This is primo. Creepo, that's definitely PG-13, buddy. PG-13, you get a free F. I haven't dropped the F yet. But no way, man. I saw it. I was like, are you kidding me? This is 6 out of 9. This Lando is a 6 out of 9. Nope. Nope. Yeah, it's true. There you go. I can borrow. Listen, you can take mine since I don't use them. And you can just say, oh, charge it to DC the Breaker. There you go. Fluffing amazing. That card is fluffing amazing. Fluffing awesome. I've pulled 3 Carrie Fisher autos in my day. Still one of the arguably greatest cards I've ever pulled was the 101 Carrie. Yeah, fluff that guy and his amicability and talent and good looks and head full of hair. Oh, goodness. It's the official Lee Cosi shirt. Fluff that guy and his amicability. Favorite item in your office? Can I really disclose it? Do you want me to disclose some of the amazing things I've seen? Oh. Guys, listen, there's a lot. Like, I'll just pick a couple things. As long as Doug really wants me to. Okay, I'll pick one. He said, okay, pick one. In a case on the wall of Doug's office, of the DCD Collects office, and the Collection Connection office, is a book. And this book has an inscription in it. And it is arguably one of the most famous inscriptions in a very certain magician's career. It is a letter. It is a note in the book that tells the recipient of the book, who is also very famous, that in fact there is no mysticism involved, and that the person does not have any magical powers. Carrie once glitter bombed me at LA at an event. She was celebrating a slave labor piece I painted of her. I don't have that story. That's a solid one. Who can say they were glitter bombed by Carrie Fisher? Lee can. And that letter, that book, that inscription in that book actually broke up a friendship that was very public breakup. And the person declaring he had no mysticism or special powers was none other than Harry Houdini. And that book is actually, that note is actually referenced in Houdini's life. And yeah, Brent was right. It was Houdini who I'm talking about. Not only does he have Houdini's autograph, he has a letter, a book that is inscribed, that caused the downfall of his relationship with that person. That's the level of awesome you kind of come to expect hanging out with Doug. It's impressive. The Houdini collection, he has an entire collection. The Houdini collection is impressive. I was somebody who was always fascinated with magic, and I never had the Arthur Conan Doyle book. Yep. I never had the manual dexterity for magic, but I was always fascinated by it. And you can argue David Copperfield, for what a crap guy he was as a human, allegedly. He was the one that got me interested in magic. And then from David Copperfield, I would see a lot of other illusionists and magicians. And it was always fascinating to me because I wanted to figure out the science behind it. And then Penn and Teller came along. And Penn and Teller helped show the science behind it. And I hold Penn and Teller in high regard. Autographed by Homer, right? It's true. Doug actually knows magic. Um, I have broken my fingers. I mean, you can look at my fingers. They're not straight. I've broken these fingers playing sports so many times that I can't play piano. I can't I used to be able to play clarinet and saxophone not well, but now I can't get my fingers, like, they just don't work the way they should. Um but yeah, there you go. There's an example. He used to own a copy of Porta's Natural Magic from 1692, often considered the first magic book, and he had Houdini's original copy with notes in the margins. So Houdini was somebody that did many deep rabbit hole searches as a kid, as a teenager, and as an adult, revisiting him every decade or so. Um, it's the movies, the just watching the what little recordings of his performances were out there, because there weren't a lot. Very few, as a matter of fact, and that was for a reason. He didn't want people videoing them, because why give away for free what somebody can pay for? Um, but it was just brilliant, genius, loved him. And to see all of the artifacts that Doug has of him was just kind of like, I stood in front of it, and I remember, I don't remember if Doug was in the room. I remember just standing in front of it going, that's ridiculous. Like, it's right there. It's right, that's like, this is Houdini's signature. Cool. I mean, it wasn't like I couldn't pick it up, but it was that close. I can poke that. It's a good way to put it. Like, I can poke that. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah, it's. I didn't want to touch anything, because anything that I touched, I wouldn't be able to replace. Let's just leave it at that. There's things that I didn't even breathe on. There's stuff that I looked at once, realized what it was, and stopped looking at it in case I accidentally broke it with my ugliness. But yeah, so it's impressive, and that's the tip of the iceberg. Honestly, to me, that was one of the personally coolest things. Like, walking in his office, you just kind of like, you're like, that is the coolest thing I ever seen. And then you take two steps and you look to your right and go, oh, that is now the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then you take like three more steps and you turn and go, oh, wait, no, now that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then you're like, cool, I'm going to go get a drink of water. On your way to getting a drink of water, you stop and go, damn, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. It was like every wall was trying to one up the wall next to it. And then on top of it, little known fact, Doug himself is a world renowned Lego artist. So there's these amazing Lego pieces just chilling, and you're like, that is the darndest thing I've ever seen. And it's like, oh yeah, that guy over there made it. Oh, hi, Doug. He downplays that, by the way, people. He definitely downplays how amazing of a Lego artist he is. Don't let him be too shy. Sean, listen. Everything he says is true. I can tell you. I can tell you. And you know I don't lie to you guys. Everything he said, every story he says is true. All of them. All of them. Kobe Bryant stories, all true. Everything is true. I did. I did show her the aerial. That was actually, I think, the first thing I showed her. Um, And James loved all of them. James, so I FaceTimed James while I was in the office, and as we know, James is a huge Lego guy. And the showcases of Lego work that Doug has, my son was singing, and Lee was there. Lee can back up this story. My son was singing all the theme songs to all the things that he had in there. As soon as he'd see one, he'd be like, dun 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 dun. Like, it was just bonkers. Like, everything my son saw, he had the theme song for. Yeah, his office is a museum. And from what I'm told, it's a fraction of what it used to be. That if I was just a few years sooner to the party, I would have seen it in its full majesty. Pageantry? Magistry. Pageantry. One of those two. Yeah, like, Doug's got, like, real stories about Kobe. Like, sincere, legit nice stories about the man. How big is his office? About the size of my house, maybe bigger. Yeah, it's huge. I didn't take a lot of pictures of the inside of it for, you know, privacy reasons, but I took a couple that James would like. I did see the Brothers Grimm. I think it was a little under the best part of the office, the view. No, the best part of the office. You're talking about Dave, right? Dave has got to be the best part of the office. Lee, why would you tell me that? I love Heath. I was crushed when Heath died. Oh, I thought for sure you were talking about Dave. Dave is the best part of the office. What's going on, Jason? How you doing, bud? Um, I was devastated when Heath died. I was a huge Heath fan. Even some of the stuff that he was doing in Australia that was coming out. There was stuff that he did when he was younger that was phenomenal. That I watched before he passed. I was a huge Ledger fan. When it was announced that he was going to be the Joker, I was like the number one fan going, that is an amazing casting, even though it was announced years before it came out. Um, his accidental overdose sucked. That was a wildly talented kid. The talk show, The Soup, who is known for making fun of everybody. Um, at the end of one of their shows, he's like, and Heath Ledger passed away, yesterday or last week in New York City, and he even goes, "Listen, there's no joke here, guys. This is a tragic loss. I have nothing bad to say about the guy." That's the end of the show. Like, it was tragic because he was just approaching the precipice of his stardom. He wasn't even there yet. The Joker was what was going to shoot him into to skyrocket. Um and well, hello. Hey, hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hi. Well, you're not supposed to be in here, are you? You're not supposed to be in here, huh? What are you doing? Huh? Go on. Go lay down. Good boy. Sorry. I got accosted by a Norwegian elk hound. Um, but yeah, it was It was a tragedy. Best live action Joker, absolutely. Mark Hamill is the best voice of the Joker, in my opinion. Hamill, his rendition is great. Hamill did a character in the Yakuza video game series. He did the English voices for that, and that Yakuza character is hilarious too. Hamill is just one of the greatest voice actors alive. And Vigo the Carpathian. But Heath redefined that character, and nobody, and I'm going to venture to say it, nobody is going to beat that. You're going to be hard pressed to find somebody that is going to reimagine and reinvent the Joker the way he did. That was a generational talent that we lost. It just still stings. Like talking about it stings, man. I was acting. I remember when I heard the news, my brother shot me a text. I was acting. I was in Ocala, Florida at the Marion Theater doing improv. And we were just like, wow. All right, take care, Doug. Sorry, bud. We were like, this is bonkers. Like, we couldn't believe it. It was nuts. I remember it. Yeah, it sucked. Doug's actually got the right idea. It's almost midnight here. I should probably go too. Yeah, it's quarter to midnight here on the East Coast, so I have to go night. All right, everybody, per usual, and always and forever, I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other.